Hi guys, how's it going? Coming at you with some crazy hair and like no eyebrows drawn on, and it's gonna be okay because I knew I needed to do this video. Today's gonna be crazy, so I just wanted to do day two. And these aren't necessarily in order of like what's most important. We're gonna get to a lot of like really important things, but I just wanted to give you guys my daily, like people in this business will call it their daily six list. I kind of have like a daily 11 list, and I honestly should probably break it down, but they all kind of go together. And so three things. Um, oh, sorry. Distraction. I will mute that. So today I want to talk about personal development. And I feel like somebody told me about this when I first started, but I didn't get it. So maybe I've talked to you about it before and you didn't get it. Personal development is a must, guys. Like you have to start growing your mind to be able to succeed in this business. Because, and here's why, I'm going to give you a little bit of like human psychology behind it and like mindset, right? So most of us have been taught that you grow up, you go to school, you trade your time for money. You trade an hour of your time, you get a $15 paycheck. You trade another hour of your time, you get another $15. That's what we've been trained. Our parents did that, our grandparents did that, our great-grandparents did that. Everybody did that, okay? We're used to going to a job, getting money for the exact time that we put into the job. You clock in for an hour, you're gonna get your 15 bucks. No ifs, ands, or buts about it if you work for a reputable company. I have had some companies that didn't give me a paycheck, so that's cool too. But you know, we've been taught that you do that, and then you get that paycheck, and then you pay your bills, and usually you pay your bills, and maybe there's not a lot left over. Maybe there's never enough left over. Maybe there's a lot left over. Who knows? But we've been taught our entire lives, and we've seen billions and billions and billions of people every single day. Like think about it. You go to Starbucks, those people are trading their time for money. You go out to eat at a restaurant, you go to Target, you go to your own job. Like anywhere you go, you're trading your time for money. There are very few jobs that doesn't happen. I can think of like maybe like real estate and like salesmen, like car salesmen, right? And I think car salesmen still get an hourly wage, but then of course they are getting their commission on top of it. Every time I move my arms, the lighting changes. So I'm going to try not to move my arms. But we've just been taught that, and this business is so different than that. And so it can get really easy. It's really easy to get really discouraged in this business right off the bat because we're used to trading an hour of our time for a paycheck. And in this business, you have to build up that momentum. So you might have to trade 10 or 20 or even 50 hours of time before you get a paycheck. And if you break down the hours to your paycheck, I mean, my first paycheck in this business was $33. Like I always tell everyone that, or no, it's $30. It almost covered my hair, skin, and nails. It was $30, and I had been working for an entire month for that paycheck, probably at least 3 to 4 hours a day. So I mean, if you break up, what is that? 5 hours times 30 is 150 hours divided by $30. Like, guys, that's not a great return. $150 or 150 hours for $30 is not a great return. And I feel like that's why a lot of people quit in this business, because you do put in time, you do put in effort. And even if you're not like putting in time, like you're putting in brain power, right? You're watching trainings, or you're thinking about the business, or you're having these conversations, and it doesn't always equal the amount of money that you feel like it should, because you're used to getting paid for your efforts. And in this business, you don't get paid for your efforts. You get paid on your successes, your closing, your LCs and your DTs. Like you get paid on actually getting the job done. You don't get paid for any of the work it takes to lead up to it. And I think that can be really discouraging for a lot of people. And that's why a lot of people quit this business after a month or two, because they're like, I'm putting in all this time and I don't feel like it's worth my efforts. But what you have to realize with this business is that it's like when it snows. I love this analogy, so I'm going to use it, but it's like when it snows and you're like rolling a snowball to like make a snowman, right? Let's pretend for some weird reason you're rolling it up a hill. So this business, you're like going up a hill, you're going up a hill, you're rolling the snowball. It's getting bigger and bigger, but it's getting harder because it's getting bigger as you're getting to like, it's steeper, right? Like you keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, and it feels hard. a lot of times it can feel hard. This business is super, super, super fun, but sometimes it can feel hard. But then you get to the top of the hill and you can literally just do one little shove and the snowball is going to fly down the hill. It's going to catch momentum. You don't even have to push it anymore. And it's going to get huge. It's just going to like roll, 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 roll until it's like huge and like takes out a freaking car. So that's why that analogy is why personal development is so, so, so important, because we don't really get taught to do personal development. Okay, Jackie, what the hell is personal development? I don't even understand this word that you're saying. Personal development is anything that helps you grow, that helps your mind grow, anything like that. So you can listen to podcasts. If you like podcasts, if you have an iPhone, podcast is free on your iPhone. If you have an Android, I think it's Spotify, I want to say. But you can look up any podcast. Look up Jim Rohn. Look up Manifestation Babe. Look up The Angie Show. All of those are great podcasts that are just going to like really pump you up. And those are the ones that I usually share with you guys in the chat. Those will just really get your mind right. You can read books. I like In a Pit with a Lion on a Snowy Day. That's what I'm reading right now by Mark Batterson. And then I've also read Chase the Lion. I've read a million books, guys. If you need book recommendations, let me know. But you can literally just like anything that you want to know, like you can type it into Google and find it. My screen just got really bright. I'm having screen issues today. What is happening? So that's a great way to grow your mind. Even reading the Bible, like that's going to grow your mind. It's going to grow your faith. It's going to grow your belief in yourself. You can watch YouTube videos. So when I'm posting all of these different things in the chat, and I'm posting all these different, like, I'm telling you what I'm doing that day, I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to grow your mind and to maybe do the same thing I'm doing. And maybe it all won't resonate with you. So we get told no a lot in this business. So you got to start building up some confidence in yourself. And some of us start this business and we're confident. We know that we're awesome. We know that our products are awesome. We know that you're a fool to say no to us. Like some of us just have that attitude. But some of us come into this business and like, we don't feel like that. Like we feel really scared. We feel really hurt when we get told no, we feel hurt. Like we feel that deep in our soul and it really affects us for days at a time. And you can't let it, because if you stop working for a couple days just because you got one no, like you're never going to be successful in this business. People are going to say no all the time. You just need to understand they're just saying not right now. Not right now. Maybe I haven't seen enough evidence. Maybe I haven't seen enough before and after pictures. Maybe I just don't have the money. Maybe I'm not confident in myself yet, but just not right now. That's all that I know is. So personal development will really help you amp yourself up. It'll really help you get going. Something that I really like to do is we listen to a pastor. Let me see if I can. No, it's not on here right now. But I like to listen to a pastor. I'll drop her name in the chat. She's amazing. She's going to pump you up. She's going to make you feel things you've never felt before. If you feel like you're someone who's always been broke and your parents were always broke and your grandparents were always broke, and maybe like you just don't have a good mindset about money, I would highly encourage you to listen to Manifestation Babe. Actually, listen to her for a lot of different reasons, but she really talks a lot about money. And I didn't realize that I had a problem with money. But when I'm looking back on my life, I'm realizing that my parents, we grew up and I never really felt like we were poor. But now that I'm thinking about the way my parents talked, like I definitely know that we were poor. We definitely had more bills than money, because they would actually make fun of people that were rich. They would say that they were snotty, arrogant, full of themselves, that money was evil, that money was the root of all evil, that money was bad. If you've ever heard that in your entire life and you believe any of that whatsoever, you really need to start doing some personal development wrapped around money, because it's ingrained in the back of your head that money is bad. And if you think money is bad, your brain literally won't let you make money. It's not going to let you. Because if you think that someone who has money is arrogant and rude and a jerk and evil, why would your subconscious let you become that person? So you have to get to a point where you realize that money is not anything. Money is not anything. Money is neutral. What people do with it can be good or can be bad, just like anything else in this world. Alcohol isn't evil. What people do with it can be evil. I don't know. It's early in the morning, but you get what I'm saying. So money is very neutral. So if you feel like you grew up in an environment like that, or if any of those things that I just said resonated with you at all, if you've ever thought or heard any of those things, you should probably do some personal development to grow your money mindset. Because I'm telling you, I didn't start reaching big ranks in this company until I realized that money was actually a good thing. The money was going to help me. The money wasn't evil. That people that have money aren't evil. Something I've been saying to myself over and over again, which I really love, is it is safe for me to be wildly wealthy and successful. It is safe. It's okay. I can handle success with grace. I can handle wealth with grace. I'm kind of getting on a money tangent, but personal development is a must. I do multiple things that have to do with personal development every day. I will try to always post something in the chat with personal development, whether it be those daily affirmations, saying things to yourself over and over and over and over again until you actually believe it. You actually believe you're worth it. You actually believe that people want our products, that people want our opportunity. You actually brainwash yourself into believing you are a badass. Like, we have to do that, whether it be money. Maybe it's God. Maybe you need a better relationship with God. Maybe that's something you feel like you need. I'm not saying you have to be successful in this business, but sometimes people just want that connection. So, dig into the Bible, dig into devotionals. There's just so much out there. So I highly encourage you guys to start doing personal development every day. It's so easy. When you're in the shower, turn on YouTube. When you're getting ready, turn on YouTube. When you're driving in your car, put on a podcast. Like, it's really not that hard to work it into your everyday life. There's Audible. Kindle Unlimited has a ton of free books. You can check out books from the library if you like to read. You can listen to a lot of books on YouTube. If there's a book that you want to read, I bet if you YouTube it, you could probably find it, because everybody's doing YouTube now. Everybody's doing podcasts now. People want their information to be available. So I highly recommend that you guys start doing personal development. I highly recommend that you start your day with it, because it just sets you up for success. Then when you hear those no's, or if someone's mean, or if something doesn't go the way in your business you thought that it would, you have that positive energy from the morning that's going to carry you through the entire day. And then I usually wrap up my day with personal development too. But that's number 2. I love you guys so much. Have a really super awesome day, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye.